Today we're diving into the hidden foreshadowings and mysteries of the legendary God Valley incident and the Rocks Pirates. In One Piece episode 1096, the unexpected appearance of the Rock Pirates added a whole new layer to the story. The key points of this episode are the truth behind the God Valley incident 38 years ago and the actions of a young Roger and Garp. We're going to delve deep into these foreshadowings and theories today. If you think these insights lead to new discoveries, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you have different theories, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Be aware, this video contains spoilers up to episode 1096, so let's get right to it. In episode 1095, the long-awaited confirmation between Saint Saturn, believed to have enslaved Kuma, and Bonnie took place, unraveling a deep-seated vendetta. Kuma's past, shrouded in mystery, finally came to light, astonishingly linking him to the God Valley incident 38 years ago. Then, in episode 1096, the events leading up to the God Valley incident began to unfold. The most striking revelation was undoubtedly the Rocks Pirates from 38 years ago. First mentioned in Weekly Shonen's Jumps episode 957 4 years ago, the legendary pirate crew, known as the world's strongest, finally made their appearance. This episode specifically depicted the Rocks Pirates en route to God Valley. Already established members like Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, and Shiki were featured, along with Captain John and Buckingham Stussy. Additionally, the former Empress of Amazon Lily, Gloriosa, was also seen among their ranks. On the page showing each member's face prominently, two new faces appeared on the bottom left, with no dialogue, possibly Wang Zi and Silver Axe, whose details are still unknown. The dialogue among the Rock Pirates on this page suggests a motley crew assembled for profit, yet hints of rivalry and camaraderie among them slightly diverge from the expected constant strife. Captain Rocks, impulsive like Luffy, was ahead of the others, thus only his dialogue was shown without revealing his appearance. With the second half of episode 1096 shifting to Kuma's story, his past reflections are likely to be focused on the upcoming episodes. Therefore, the visual reveal of Captain Rocks might be delayed for a little while longer. This time, we saw the first depiction of a young Miss Bakken, identical to the clone CPO agent Stussy. She clung to Whitebeard's back, calling him Newgate, and he didn't seem to mind. This lends credibility to Bakken's claim of being the woman Whitebeard loved. As for Edward Weevil, who claims to be Whitebeard's son, his true parentage remains unclear, especially with Vegapunk's involvement. However, the possibility of a blood relation with Whitebeard seems more likely now. Gloriosa, revealed to have been a member of Rock's Pirates, is as beautiful as Hancock, famed for her unparalleled beauty. "I also fell ill with the same disease and fled her country, and survived," said Gloriosa. In episode 522, she spoke of her past, leaving her country due to the same lovesickness that afflicted Hancock. Gloriosa, seemingly in good spirits as members of the Rock's Pirates, implies her love interest was within the crew. "You're not looking good, Stussy," Gloriosa. "You too, Gloriosa," Buckingham Stussy. Her interactions with Buckingham Stussy, who was closely attached to Whitebeard, suggests that Gloriosa's love interest might have been Whitebeard. Or it might have been Rox D. Zebek, the leader of the Rocks Pirate. "Rox will surely lose sight of his goal," said Edward Newgate. These words were said by Whitebeard just before landing in God Valley. These words can be taken to mean that Rocks might take action different from his original purpose, given his usual character. So what exactly is it that Whitebeard was concerned about, and what action might Rocks take? This implies that Rocks might have intended to massacre the Celestial Dragons. According to Sengoku in episode 957, Rocks' ambition was to become the king of the world, which would require eliminating the Celestial Dragons and the Five Elders. At God Valley 38 years ago, many Celestial Dragons, including one of the Five Elder, Saint Saturn, gathered for a native hunting competition. Whitebeard might have feared Rocks would massacre them, prioritizing his ambition over their original plan. If Rocks had killed the Celestial Dragons at God Valley, it would have provoked the wrath of Emu and the full force of the world government. It's unclear if Whitebeard supported Rocks' ambition to become the king of the world, but as long as they are attacking God Valley with some purpose in mind, it is not the time to get rid of the Celestial Dragons, at least not now. On top of that, if they are targeted by the entire world government, Whitebeard himself will suffer a great deal of damage. Therefore, Whitebeard was apprehensive about rocks deviating from their plan. After landing at God Valley, Whitebeard might have acted to stop rocks from killing the celestial dragons. In episode 1096, not only were the Rocks pirates from 38 years ago depicted, but also the younger versions of Roger and Garp. Didn't expect Roger to make a move. Tell me sooner, I'm going, Monkey D. Garp. Although Garp was asked by Kong to head to God Valley, he seems indifferent to the request initially. However, upon hearing Roger's name, he instantly decided to go. According to Sengoku, Garp would later join forces with Roger. When Garp arrived at God Valley surrounded by despair with the Rocks and the Roger pirates, the morale of the desperate Marines significantly boosted. Now known as a hero of the Navy, Garp, who often disregards even the orders of admirals if they don't suit him, seemed to have been just as free-willed 38 years ago. Garp's respect among his peers is easily imaginable, not just for his title, but also his skills, achievements, and character. The Roger pirates were only briefly shown in one panel, with Roger wearing a straw hat around his neck, unlike the flashbacks with Odin 25 years ago. The scene where Rayleigh meets Roger didn't clearly show Roger's face, so this is the first time we see him wearing the straw hat. And at God Valley to protect the celestial dragons and their slaves, Garp and Roger joined forces to defeat the Rocks pirates. That's the God Valley incident, Sengoku. If we consider the truth behind the God Valley incident as narrated by Sengoku in episode 957, it's possible that Roger and Garp teamed up because neither the Roger pirates nor the Navy led by Garp alone could defeat the formidable Rocks pirates. Garp's heroic tale, is that all they're going to release? The world goes as the powers that be wish. Emporio Ivankov. Furthermore, as Ivankov's words after safely escaping God Valley imply, the world government released information only about Garp, keeping the rest of the God Valley incident under wraps. It seems they completely concealed the presence of the celestial dragons and Saint Saturn at God Valley. To protect the government's credibility, any information that could be linked to native hunting and the celestial dragons was likely suppressed. The details of native hunting were to be kept strictly confidential, suggesting that even the pirates present at God Valley, like the Roger pirates, were thoroughly silenced. In episode 1096 and through the past flashbacks, the circumstances leading up to the God Valley incident have become clear, so let's organize the information. The incident began 38 years ago when it was decided that the God Valley would be the venue for the native hunting competition organized by the Celestial Dragons. This competition involved a human hunt where slaves and natives were killed for points. Kuma and Ivankov were among those targeted as slaves by the Celestial Dragons. The event was broadcasted to Mary Joie with the 5 elders Saint Saturn present at the site, highlighting its significance to the Celestial Dragons. The human hunt at God Valley, it involved 200 hunters of the world's nobles called hunters killing 100,000 slaves and natives, referred to as rabbits, over 3 weeks, competing for points. Rabbits could earn their freedom if they survived the 3 weeks, but there had been no survivors in the previous event. The native hunting competition at God Valley was supposed to be top secret and end with the island becoming the property of the world government. However, we're pros at theft, eavesdropping, and communication. I leaked its island's information 2 weeks ago. Ginny, an expert in theft and communication, leaked information about the native hunting competition at God Valley and its rewards. The Rocks pirates from Hachinoso, based in the New World, got wind of the festival and arrived at God Valley in the West Blue before the event's conclusion, thanks to Ginny's actions. Likely, the Roger pirates also had similar information, and sensing their movement, Kong contacted Garp, who then headed to God Valley. Thus, Ivankov and Kuma's escape from God Valley was significantly aided by Ginny, who attracted pirates to the island. Moreover, she planned to steal the 2 devil fruits, the event's prizes. The Holy Knights who confronted the Rocks and the Roger pirates were led by Saint Garling, indicating his high ranking and possibly leadership status within the Knights 38 years ago. The God Valley incident was essentially initiated by the arrival of the Roger and Rocks pirates, aiming for something on the island, followed by other pirates from Hachinosu. The massive battle ensued involving the Holy Knights and the Navy. However, mysteries like Shanks being in a treasure chest, Garp and Roger's collaborations as mentioned by Sengoku, and the disappearance of God Valley remains unsolved. The recent revelations are just a part of the entire God Valley incident. According to Sengoku, the God Valley incident involved Garp and Roger defeating the Rock's pirates, so the complete incident might still be unfolding. Regardless, the full truth of the God Valley incident seems to be a story for another time. In episode 1096, the prizes for the native hunting competition were revealed. Surprisingly, familiar devil fruits appeared as the prizes: the fish fruit, mythical zone model, azure dragon, and the pawpaw fruit. These devil fruits, initially in the hands of slaves like Ivankov, were about to be consumed when Big Mom suddenly attacked. While Ivankov was assaulted and the fish fruit model azure dragon was taken from him, Kuma successfully ate the pawpaw fruit. Given the intense battle at God Valley, it's likely that Big Mom didn't finish off Ivankov and instead left the scene. This suggests that the primary objective of the Rock's pirate might not have been the devil fruits after all, a point I will explore further later. After consuming the pawpaw fruit, Kuma encountered his fateful adversary, St. J. Garcia Saturn. St. Saturn declared that the only options for Kuma and his Bacanian tribe were slavery or death, as decreed by history. However, Kuma, inspired by Nika, resolved to save as many unfortunate people as possible, leading to what could be seen as a declaration of slave liberation. St. J. Garcia Saturn, hearing Kuma's words, ominously stated, "That's why you all must disappear." Hearing the Kuma's words, St. Saturn made a very meaningful statement: "That's why you all will disappear." This marks the end of the God Valley flashback, and the timeline then jumps to Kuma and over 500 others escaping God Valley. Significantly, the fish fruit model azure dragon and the pawpaw fruit were presented as prizes of the festival. Considering the surrounding events, it's likely that these devil fruits were stolen by the world government from Pirate Island Hachinosu. Recalling the effects of the pawpaw fruit, its abilities seemed overpowered, transferring damage to heal like magic, propelling people for long-distance high-speed travel, and deflecting attacks. It's a tier above Order Paramecia fruits, but it makes sense if considered on par with Kaido's top-tier zone fruit, the fish fruit model Azure Dragon. Considering Vegapunk's application of bloodline elements, it's feasible that S-Bear was infused with the pawpaw fruit's power through green blood. Thus, it's categorized as a Paramecia. But it might have a special role like Luffy's human fruit mythical zone model Nika. Possibly, it might be housing the soul of a historically significant figure who fought alongside Nika in the battle 800 years ago. Though not depicted in battle, it's highly probable that Whitebeard and Shiki haven't consumed their devil fruits at this time, given their conversation with Big Mom. With 2 devil fruits revealed as prizes and 6 treasure chests presented at the festival, the remaining 4 chests could have contained fruits like Shiki's float fruit or Whitebeard's tremor fruit. This leads to the motive behind the Rock's pirates and the other pirates attacking God Valley: to seize rare and powerful devil fruits capable of altering the power balance, taken from Pirate Island Hachinosu. This theory aligns with the pirates' hurried rush to God Valley. Recently, I speculated on the significance of the 2 devil fruits targeted by the Rock's pirates and their possible reasons for doing so. However, there's a chance that the Rocks and Roger pirates had a different objective in mind. There are 4 main reasons for this assumption. 1. Garp's statement. 2. Big Mom and St. Saturn's reactions. 3. The fervor of the pirates. 4. The grand prize of the native hunt. Let's examine each of these points. Firstly, regarding Garp's statement. It's the treasure of Pirate Island. Of course, they'd come to take it back. Monkey D. Garp. In this conversation with Kong, expressing concern about the attack on God Valley, Garp refers to the Rock's pirates' targets as it. The fact that he doesn't specify what it is, yet its identity is supposedly revealed shortly afterward, feels a bit incongruous. We weren't informed. What's their objective? Marine. While Garp seems aware of the objectives of the Rocks and Roger pirates, the general Marines are not. This suggests that the pirate's target is something so significant that it's not disclosed to ordinary Marines. Next, let's consider the reaction of Big Mom and St. Saturn. Eat it, Kuma. Don't think. Just eat it, Emporio Ivankov. Kuma ate the pawpaw fruit on Ivankov's insistence. but the person presumed to be Big Mom just clicked her tongue in response. If the two devil fruits had been the primary objective of the Rock's pirates, one would expect Big Mom, given her personality, to be furious at Kuma for consuming the pawpaw fruit. Furthermore, it seems that Saint Saturn was aware of Kuma eating the fruit, yet he showed no anger or significant reaction to this event. It's possible that Saint Saturn had little interest in the native hunting itself. However, the reactions of these two characters suggest that the two devil fruits may not have been the main goal of the Rock's pirates. Next, let's consider the intensity of the pirates' reactions. For a year? Do you know how I felt? Gold D. Roger. This statement by Roger, along with the words of the Rock's pirates, shows they had strong emotions and desires for something specific at God Valley. While the pawpaw fruit and fish fruit mythical zone model Azure Dragon are indeed powerful, it seems unlikely that these alone would drive the world's strongest pirate crew who aspired to be kings of the world. And Roger, who aimed to complete a journey around the Grand Line, would take such fervent action for those. If Roger, being a prominent pirate, had wanted to become a devil fruit user, he likely could have easily eaten one. However, he ultimately did not become a devil fruit user, suggesting he wasn't particularly interested in their powers. Furthermore, for someone who is already a devil fruit user, possessing another powerful fruit isn't as appealing. For instance, Big Mom did acquire the fish fruit but passed it to Kaido since she was already a devil fruit user. Therefore, the level of enthusiasm shown by the pirates does not seem to match the value of just these two devil fruits. This implies that Rock's and Roger's true objectives at God Valley might have been something else entirely. Lastly, let's discuss the grand prize of the native hunt. As Jenny mentioned, the prizes for the human hunt included the pawpaw fruit and the fish fruit mythical zone model Azure Dragon. However, if you look closely at episode 1095, there are 6 treasure chests behind the host. This implies that there were a total of 6 prizes. Moreover, Jenny refers to the 2 devil fruits as prizes, not specifically as the grand prize. This raises the possibility that these devil fruits were not the ultimate prizes of the native hunt. Considering this, the apparent motive for the Rock's and Roger pirates' attacks on God Valley would be for the pawpaw fruit and the fish fruit mythical zone model Azure Dragon. However, it's highly likely that there was a different objective. If this hypothesis is correct, what was the true goal of the Rock's pirates? Possible targets could include other devil fruits, ancient weapons, or even the large egg that was in the possession of the Roger pirates. I intend to delve deeper into this one in a future video, exploring these possibilities in more detail. Ivankov, Ginny, and Kuma, having successfully escaped from Saint Saturn's clutches using the powers of the pawpaw fruit, arrived in Kuma's homeland, the Sorbet Kingdom in the South Blue. Ivankov, seeking freedom, set out to sea, which presumably led to their rise and eventual position as a queen of the Kamabaka Kingdom. After seeing off Ivankov, Kuma and Jenny began working on the Sorbet Kingdom. However, when Kuma was pelted with stones by local troublemakers, Jenny fought back, beating them up. Later, Kuma used the pawpaw fruit to heal their injuries, amazing them to the point where they began to call the pair Kuma and Kuma-chi, following them around like disciples. Interestingly, these troublemakers bear a resemblance to the 2 crew members of the Bonnie Pirates, who are known for their western hats. This implies they might have been under Kuma's command and later helped Bonnie as part of her crew. As you know, Kuma and his companions couldn't continue their peaceful life. Kuma became the king of the Sorbet Kingdom, but was later portrayed as a tyrant and exiled by his people, as will be revealed in the next episode. The sequence of events is unclear, but he later joined the Revolutionary Army and became a member of the 7 Warlords of the Sea, directly under the world government. Kuma, the only 7 warlord to obediently follow the government's orders, eventually consented to his own body modification. This leads to a tragic loss of his self-awareness, a deeply sorrowful turn of events linked to the world government. Additionally, the true nature of Bonnie's relationship with Kuma remains unclear, and Jenny's current whereabouts are unknown, leaving numerous unanswered questions. The past 2 episodes revealing Kuma's backstory symbolize the malignancy of the world government, hinting at even darker secrets to be unveiled. So what are your thoughts on these speculations? That's all for today. This channel posts summaries, explanations, and ranking videos related to One Piece. If you like One Piece, we would be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.